of Caribbean Marketplace / JPEX Marketplace here in Montego Bay at the Convention Center. I have now made a stop by the St. Lucian Tourist Board's facility, and I'm here with a gentleman who is Mr. Tourism in St. Lucia himself. He's more tourism than the Minister of Tourism, they say, but then you can't be the minister, hear that. Yeah. His name is Dexter Purcell. Dexter, how you do? It's a pleasure to be here with you.
Absolutely, thank you. We're good.
Good. Now, you have been in the business. How long have you been with the Tourist Board?
Well, I've been in Tourist Board from February of this year.
Yes.
But I've always been
in tourism
as a stakeholder for almost my entire life.
Oh Lord.
Because I came from the commercial side.
Okay.
So I've been in sales and marketing on the business end, but we have always worked one way or the other with the various hotel properties. So I've interacted quite a lot with the hotel management teams, the F&B directors, and the overall operations of hotel management.
So you have seen the product evolve. Tell us about now in comparison to say 10, 15 years ago when you had your early start and you were running up and down and making all the different
things. Yeah. Started in the beer business and I worked my way through commercial in the environment. I spent some time also in Barbados.
Yes.
I spent 5 years in Barbados and came back to St. Lucia. What's interesting is that the relationship management that has been established. And if you look at St. Lucia as a market, the warmth of the people, the hospitality of the people is what really sets us apart and really ensures that, when you interact with St. Lucia, from a people's perspective or from the island perspective, there is that warmth that she offers that is almost unmatched.
When you look at St. Lucia from a bird's eye view, from outside and on the ocean, or from a bird's eye view, it has the island sits very majestically within the context of the contours of and it is very inviting and welcoming for persons. You're almost like a Jamaican in a sense in terms of how you're positioned.
Absolutely. And if you think of St. Lucia, she's the only one named after a female.
Yes,
Helen of the West.
Helen of the West.
So that alone sets us apart.
You get that nice welcoming,
motherly, motherly welcome, nurturing nature of welcome. And saying nurturing, you can see around us.
Oh yes,
how we are nestled in the nature.
It's all amazing.
And the beauty of St. Lucia is one which stands out. And I've always said to persons, when you visit the Caribbean, we are all unique in our way and in our being. So if you go to Jamaica, when you come to Jamaica, or you go to St. Vincent or to Martinique, it's all unique in the way.
Yes.
So it's good for you not to compare. But when you come,
no, you can't.
You can't.
And that's the next issue I wanted to find from you, because Ed Bartlett is big on Caribbean marketing.
Yes.
But at the same time, he points out that the various unique features of each island, which makes the tapestry so interesting.
And that's what, like, if you think of a Caribbean bouillon, like a one pot. You can bring the flavor from Jamaica.
Yes.
You bring the visibility and the pitons from St. Lucia. You bring this from Barbados. You bring that. You have collectively a powerful product in the Caribbean. And I think we need to play to our strengths in the Caribbean and ensure that we market the Caribbean collectively. But you can come to the Caribbean and hop around and enjoy a different experience in every island that you encounter.
And in terms of your own personal commitment as a marketer, because you market the tourism, the St. Lucian product.
Absolutely.
How do you see this working? And are you really convinced, or you're excited about it? What's the difference between the two?
No, I'm excited about it because it's the unique attributes that we have. And if each island play to the strength, and we work to identify those strengths together, we can ensure that when we market to the world, the Caribbean will invite and pull everybody to that uniqueness of what we offer. I mean, in St. Lucia, next month we have cricket. Then in July we have carnival. I mean, and each of the island have different components of the entertainment. That whole collective approach.
So when Europeans come to the Caribbean, they can spend an entire 3 months.
7 months.
Yes, because they can
spend time here and there in your island hop. It's the beauty, and we have to ensure that the connectivity through the islands remain paramount of interest. I know for us in St. Lucia, we are very close with Martinique, Jamaica, Trinidad, Barbados. So it's to ensure that connectivity and that we encourage our people to move around. I mean, you can leave St. Lucia on a Friday to go to Barbados or go to Monaco on the weekend and then come back Monday for work. So that that kind of connectivity that I want to see happen in the region.
Because it's mentioned that St. Lucia, like Martinique and other places like that within proximity, are like birds of paradise.
Yes, we are very strategically located in terms of where we are. Yeah.
In terms of your population, how do your people feel about the development of the product? And you find it's something that the younger generation is also embracing.
The tourism product in St. Lucia is a very vibrant one, and part of the minister's message, he has been very serious and very deliberate about this one, is to ensure that the locals takes ownership of the tourism product. And what the policies they are putting through is to ensure that there's a local benefit and the locals partake into that product for the tourism product.
Do you have a strong youth component that is involved in the development of the tourism product at this time?
Absolutely, man. You see, if you look at some of the chefs within the organization or within the various properties on the entertainment side, we have a lot of, we just had last week a junior tourism conference.
Okay.
Where they participate in schools, participate in debates where they can form part of like a shadow minister and a shadow ministry for the various products. So we have to ensure or continue to ensure that the tourism product is ingrained in the school system, and as we come up through the tertiary education, that there are programs in place that will help build it. Because think of it, if tourism is going to be our number one, we need to ensure that the stakeholders within that industry the pillars can sustain the strategy that we put in front.
Dexter Purcell. Dexter is the marketing manager for the St. Lucian Tourist Board, and he's telling us about the various intricacies and aspects of the industry and how the industry is evolving in St. Lucia. In terms of the economy, is it a major contributor to the economy at this time?
Absolutely. The tourism product is a major contributor, and the beauty of it is that it touches multidimensional components of the economy, from the taxi driver to the vendor to the restaurants. So we have to ensure, and the new tourism now and the new accommodation now, if you look to see how post-COVID the travelers or the needs of those clients, they want yes, some of them want the big properties, but some want the smaller properties, the small private villas, the Airbnb type villas.
Yeah, because
in St. Lucia we have a number of what we call the collection de profit. Is a group of small properties that we are marketing out there as part of our accommodation for the destination.
Do you find that you have a lot of Caribbean nationals coming to St. Lucia to vacation? And what is it that they're asking for?
Oh yes. I mean, the Caribbean vacationers, they want to come and experience the local feel of St. Lucia. I bet you've heard about our Grocery Street Party.
No, wait, I hear you're going to invite me to that. So
So yeah, I can't wait to welcome you to that. And I want you to, when you do come down with the camera crew,
of course,
interview, and you'll see the multidimensional persons that you'll encounter.
Certainly.
And it's a big platform for us. It's been going. It's the longest street party that's been going on in the world.
We understand that.
And it's something that we are very proud of. And what's interesting, you will see the streets transform in the late afternoon.
If
you come the next day,
I hear it's magical.
It's back to normal.
Yes, and then you wonder, my God, was this a place where we were at last night?
Back to normal, yeah.
Yes.
And they come down for the pitons. We have the beautiful piton. We have the only diving volcano in the world.
Yes, we understand that.
I mean, our mineral baths. To sit in a pond and see hot water coming from one end and the cool water coming from another end.
It's amazing.
It's amazing and magical.
Yes,
it's like almost Helen made sure that she made sure she had a bit of everything, you know.
Oh my God, what can I tell you? You speak to the man who knows the product, he knows the country, and he knows how to make it romantic.
Yes.
Listen, Dexter, it's a pleasure talking to you.
Absolutely.
It's real good. I'm looking forward to coming to St. Lucia sometime soon.
I want to invite you.
We're going to be doing a series of island hops, as the minister said. Talk to the countries and get yourself involved with it.
So we're looking forward to welcome you at any given time.
So we'll drop your line and make you know how we'll be able to see how we can make it happen.
I will be more than happy to accommodate you.
The pleasure is mine. Thank you so
very much. I appreciate the conversation.
Thank you.
Thank you.